Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Asinti DJ, and guys, today we're doing something a little different. Today we're starting a whole new series, and basically what that means is we're starting a series of Minecraft, and this isn't like a survival or anything like this. This is more like a inspirational type videos, and this is my world that I've been playing for a while now, and ever since Minecraft really came out I've been playing it, and it got to that point where I was like, okay, I'm done with the survival mode. I want to build up my own little city. So I've been doing it for a while now, and I've had a few worlds and they've not all gone to plan, so I've gotten rid of them, but this one is definitely sticking. And this world is actually a large world which consists of 36 like normal Minecraft maps basically joined together, so the thing's massive. And yeah, so today we're going to be showing you the zoo that I've built, and this is probably the biggest zoo that I've ever built, or from what I've seen. Like, I haven't seen anyone else do a Minecraft series where a zoo has been bigger than mine. So yeah, let's just get started. So right here we have our highway. Like, I'm still building in that. We're obviously gonna blend it in with the surroundings and whatnot. And and if you guys are wondering, this is the city texture pack, so you can see houses and stuff over there, but not to worry. So we got highway, so you come off here, and then you can take it up, take the on ramp or whatever, or you want to go back out on the highway after visiting the zoo. So the zoo has its own its own exit off the highway. So we got the line. So this is probably in a way our logo of the zoo, more like a symbol basically. And this is really cool, fun build that was actually. And yeah, we got a billboard saying the zoo. So let's just get started. So you drive down, and then you go here. This is where you pay, and then like, okay, yep, sweet, you've paid, we'll let you in, boom, and then you come on through. Zombie dying there, and then you come down. We got a few car parks, so you can park along here. We got a few visitors here today as well. These cars are also made by Kitsune, our local car dealership. So got a few cars at the moment, a few car spaces, and I built like a little I guess like a tiger bus. This is really cool. So we've got a little tail at the end, so this goes around, takes people through the zoo and whatnot. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. I'll just show you this part first. So this is like the staff area. So we got like the Jeep, another Jeep over here. We got the animal transporter, so put the animals in the back, lock them up, take them wherever, Jeep. And then here we got like a sick zebra. So yeah, all the animals around here, they're made from blocks, or if they're a mob, I put name tags in and made their enclosure. So but yeah, it's a sick zebra at the moment, just kind of chilling there. We got a little, if we have any like fish or whatever, or something, they can chill in here. And yeah, so there's a little staff area. We've got a few haystacks and whatnot. And then if you go up here, the ladder, a little kitchen as well. This leads to the zoo. So over here, if you follow down this little path here, we got the helicopter, and this is really cool. I really like this idea. But yeah, that's the staff area. So we'll just go back to the start. So here we go. This is the entrance to the zoo. We go up, and then we go in, show them our ticket or whatever. And then they go, alright, cool, you're legit, come on through. So we got a few seating areas. Nice little design, I think. And then obviously the staff come in here and whatnot. So you can sit down, wait. You got the restrooms here. So I think that's female, male, and then over here, a few trash cans and that, chuck your food in, and this is where the fun starts. So you come on in, And when we got staff only, so only staff can come in. But we got the echidna over here. And a few little ants I did. I thought that was really cool. I love the enclosures that I've done here. Like, I think it just brings out the best of it. And then over here, we've got the lizards. So I think that's really cool and whatnot there. And then over here, we have the wombat. So he's kind of just chilling there. And then if you go through here, nice little underground thing, you can actually see into the burrow. So we've got another one here, just chilling, laying in its haystack and whatnot. And then, you know, staff only to come in. So we've got a bit of fence off area, I'll show you that in a second. And if you come here, we got a koala. So we've got one up in the tree, the eucalyptus trees or whatever, just hanging there. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then we got the staff entry for the lizard thing. And what I've done with these trees is they're kind of like the fence. So you can't actually escape through here or explore onwards. So it's nice little, you know, stay inside the zoo. It kind of guides you. So you come down here. So that's a staff entry for the next enclosure I'll show you. But you come down here. And we've got like a, kind of like a guide. So you can come here, talk to people and they're like, alright, yep, so this is where this animal is, whatever. And we've got a camel over here. So this, I love this. The little tongue and whatnot hanging over, and we got one camel. We got one with just one hump. So we got a two hump, which is a lot bigger, just poking its tongue out. And we got the one hump over here. And over here, so this is a staff back door. So that kind of just leads around the back of the enclosures. But yeah, so this is where the camels can come and kind of rest, you know, sleep. If it's raining, they can come in there. A little watering hole or whatever. Get some water. So this is the staff back entry. So this, I'm pretty sure this leads to, yep, that'll lead to the camel and whatnot. And a little pig there. And here are the deers. Now, these deers, we got a few in there. We got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 females and 1 male. Oh, there's a female in here. So what was that? 5 males? Oh, sorry, 5 females. I think it is. Yep, and 1 male. So they got their own little watering hole and a little haystack underneath. And here we have the water buffaloes. Now, the water buffaloes. Over here. So this one's a male. But they have this little top on. They're the males. And 2, so we got 2 males, and we got some little babies over here. So we have a few baby animals around the zoo, which is really cool. So that's the staff entry to get in there. Very, I guess, kind of safe, guarded and whatnot, so stop people from falling in and whatnot. So this is really cool. Unfortunately, their enclosure isn't very big, and I kind of feel bad for them, but you know, snooze you lose, I guess. But in here we have a restaurant. So this is like the barbecue area and whatnot. Get your burgers and whatnot. The restroom in there. We've got little tables and whatnot that you can sit at. Out here we got some outdoor tables, because what's the point in staying inside at a zoo? Got to come out and enjoy the view and whatnot. Over here we got milkshakes, so you can get your own milkshake and that. I thought this was really cool. And yeah, just outside as well. Over here we have the beavers. This is really cool. I really like this habitat. So we got like a tree that's fallen, and we got a little beaver with his teeth out, you know, trying to chop through. We've got a cow, skeleton by the looks of it, and we've got the dam. And this is really cool because you can actually go in, and they're kind of just chilling here. I like this idea. And if you follow the path down, you can actually kind of look into it. And I think that's something that a lot of people, a lot of customers, or just people that want to come visit the zoo would be really cool of. So instead of going this far, I'll come back to that. But down here, we got like the savanna animals. So we got the zebra and all that. So I've tried to blend in their enclosures with like the surrounding paths and whatnot. So I've made it all kind of level, which is really cool, so you can get really close up and personal with these zebras. And they've extended their enclosure a bit just so they have more space, more water and whatnot. We've got a llama in here. Don't know why that is. We've got an undercover area where they've got, you know, the hay and whatnot. So this is really cool. Little duck swimming in that little pond there. And then over here we have the rhinos. So we've got a rhino right here. So you can just sit down, have a little look. We've got like the little undercover area. I can't really speak today, but and we've got a little like haystack hanging from a tree. I think this makes the enclosure a bit more playful. And we've got another one over here. We've got another rhino. So we got actually, I think, yeah, so we got grey rhinos, and we've got a black rhino, which is, I believe it's endangered. So yeah, that's quite a fun fact here, and we look after the endangered species and whatnot. And this one's more of like a Australian type theme, but over here this is more just kind of the view and whatnot. I like this. I thought, oh, this would be perfect, like looking on to a river and whatnot, into the trees. Got the restroom, so female, male, nothing too exciting, just the normal stuff. But then you come across here, and this is the Aussie theme. So you come in here, we've actually got kangaroos. They're gigantic, unfortunately, but they're not normally this big, but that's what best we could have done. So they're kind of just chilling around, so you can actually sit down, you know, eat some lunch or whatnot, and have them come over and pat you. Not pat you, you pat them. But here's a truck where you can get, you know, your hot dogs or whatever. And then you come in here, and I think this is one of my favorite things. It's a kind of in a cave restaurant, and we got a little fish tank going on here and whatnot. You can sit down, kind of like a bar type thing. And then if you actually look here, this is the platypus habitat, and it's just really encaved and whatnot, and I love this. And if you can see, I'll show you from out there, there's actually a hole that has the light coming through. So I'll show you from up above if I can find it. Here it is. So it's just right down there, and it just looks amazing. Like, even though you can't see it, I've added it anyway just to give it that effect. So we've got its like little burrow spot, I mean. So that's one of the greatest parts about the zoo. So let's continue onwards. No enclosures here on our right, but here we do. So this is our ostriches, and there is quite a few, to be honest. And I've had some have their heads stuck in, as they do when they get scared and whatnot, because some babies and whatnot hanging around. So that's really cool. And then over here we have some laying some eggs, and we can see that some of them hatch, you know, the yolk there and whatnot. I think that's really cool. I think I love that idea. So every kind of enclosure has their unique purpose. So over here we have the wildebeest, and originally this wasn't actually wildebeest. This was there's something else living here. I forget what it was now. But yeah, so this used to be all really like lowered. So let me see, yeah, so it was all really lowered like that, and it was just, you know, you had the things coming down, and I didn't really like that because it just looked like they were trapped in a way. Like, the enclosure hasn't changed, it's just that it's up a level, and it's a lot more easier, I guess, and it looks a lot better. So when you're coming through and whatnot, so we've got a wildebeest. I kind of made them like a little herd running towards the watering hole or whatever. Got their little, you know, undercover area. So if we continue, we got the hippos over here, and oh, I love this enclosure, guys. Just how it's kind of like, this looks natural, but then you got like this kind of man-made type little pool area, and this is probably my favorite part, especially the ball. So you can see that we're kind of playful with the animals and whatnot, their own little indoor kind of cave area. So we got some. So this one's got its mouth closed. This one's like slightly open, and then over here, this one's fully open, and I love this. You can actually just fit inside it, squeeze through. There you go. So it's actually really cool. But that's the hippos, and then over here we have the giraffes, and they're kind of just chilling, like coming over, visiting, saying hi and whatnot. We got a baby one over here as well. Thought that one was really cool. This one's really cool, how it extends its neck all the way, and you can actually pat it and feed it if you want to. At the guide area, you can actually get like little pallets of food and stuff to feed the animals. And here, this is the lion enclosure. So we got one big male that's just roaring at the guest and whatnot, and we got like the little river to make sure, you know, if they fall, well, they can't jump over basically. And we got a little sewage area. But yeah, but I'm sure if this was that big, I'm pretty sure it'd be able to jump over there, but we're gonna pretend it can't. So yeah, more like a little sewage area over there. We got 2 females in this area, so I think that's really cool. Little watering hole and stuff, and you can actually chuck it food and whatnot from here. So I thought that was really cool. And this is the flamingo area, and it's a nice little, I guess, underneath you can go through and like they can go under you and whatnot. So I thought it was really cool that I did that. This ain't supposed to be there actually, so let's do the zoo a big favor and kind of fill that gap up. Probably should have looked through all this to make sure that there's no, I guess, dangerous areas. But so we got these flamingos. They're very, I don't know, very like fluoro, and that's really cool. It just gives that kind of spark to the zoo, you know. And the grass in this texture pack, so this is the city texture pack, kind of just brightens everything and makes it all look really, I don't know, authentic and whatnot. And then over here we got their little area, and this one's kind of just chilling in here. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, I'll have to like build some trees and whatnot just to kind of like cover it up. But it's complete. The zoo itself is complete. It's just the outside and surroundings that need a bit more work, but nonetheless it is really cool. So over here you can kind of get your eyes. No, this isn't a pig habitat. This is one of the first living animals, well, mobs in the game that actually live in here. So this is, let me see, this is the wolf habitat. So we got Jake, we got Stella over here, we have Seth, and then we got one more somewhere. Don't know where. Oh, here, Bella. And this is their little cave, I guess you can call it, and it's pretty cool. So you come down here, you can't really see over it, but you come through here and you can just look in and go, oh, so you can even see Bella there. So I thought that was, I don't know, pretty cool, and you know, just something nice to look at. And it's amazing that she's there at this moment. So you come down here, and here we have probably like, whenever someone thinks of zoos, I think of elephants and whatnot. So this is probably one of the most, I guess, I don't know, iconic animal in the zoo. So we got the elephant. So this one's sticking its trunk out and just kind of wanting a pat and whatnot, try to grab food off you. Over here we got another one. These are like a lot bigger, and I guess a lot more, how would you kind of, it's not all just squares and whatnot, and it's kind of like got those little grooves and stuff, which is pretty cool for like thought of that and whatnot and put that in. I think it turned out really, really well. And we can see cods have started, oh, are they cods? I don't know, have started to spawn in and stuff. And I guess that's kind of the, what would you call it, oh, I can't think. That's the new update and stuff, and what that means is that in any water location, water mobs can just spawn in and stuff. And it's kind of cool, but sometimes it can be a bit annoying. Like I'm trying to make like a nice little river and I have like dolphins in it. I'm like, oh, don't really want that there. But yeah, we got the elephant habitat. We put some trees here just to separate the area. And this is what I mean. That's what I want to do with the flamingo. I can't really speak today. Flamingos. And we got another little, I think that's Jake. Yeah, Jake kind of chilling there. And yeah, that's that area done. It's still going, guys. There's another area to it, and this is kind of the amphitheater, so you can kind of just sit here, and this is where I guess the wildlife and employees come out and they showcase, you know, our snakes and frogs or crocodiles, little baby crocs and stuff. So I thought that was really cool. And then down here, this kind of just goes around, nothing major there. Over here, just more like kind of chill out, just scenery really on this side. But here, we've got a cassowary. Now this is something that, since I'm an Australian, I was like, we got to have this. Every zoo I've been to, I've always seen a cassowary. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to add it in. Well, it's one of my favorite animals, so why not? Some more scenery over here. And here we go. Most iconic Australian animal. And this is the crocs. So we got some crocs over here. This one's opening its mouth. And we've got one over here just kind of swimming along. Now we can't level this for reasons. So we kind of kept it very high up from the crocs and whatnot. And I like this area because it is a natural swamp biome, and as soon as I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is where the crocs are going, no doubt. So we go up and keep going, and we enter like a little cave. And what's in a cave? We have bats. So we have some bats in there. I don't want to go inside. So we got some melons in there for them to eat and whatnot. So we got some tree trunks that they can hang off and whatnot. But yeah, we got, I think, 3 bats. So there's 1 there, 2 right there, and 3. So it's a bit of like, if you can find them you win type situation. We got some walruses over here. These things are massive. Unfortunately, their enclosure, in my eyes, is a bit too small, and that kind of sucks. Like, but it is what it is. We got the pandas, which is actually a new mob at this point. We've got a ball that they play with, a lot of open areas, some bamboo and whatnot. And bamboo is actually a new thing, so I've got to like place it in. But yeah, it's got like an outside area, so their enclosure isn't that small. The penguins, their enclosure is a bit small as well, sadly. And we got one different colored penguin over here, which is really cool. And they're kind of just chilling. I like their enclosure, I really do. It just kind of brings out, I guess, the animal and whatnot and what type of habitat they live in. This is a big anaconda, so you probably can't see it, but just concentrate on the sandstone and the red sandstone, and it kind of just forms that snake. And we got a Komodo dragon here, and we're using actually the dragon mob head to make it. So we got like the staff entry that kind of goes to the back and whatnot. Same with this goes to the back of what was it, the penguins and the pandas. So over here we got like our snakes and frogs and little insects. So over here we got like, what, the carpet is representing the frog and whatnot, and we got here like a little frog or lizard or whatnot, and look, another frog there, a big lizard there, or snake, whatever you want to believe it is, and oh, another snake there kind of chilling. So this is probably my favorite part, just kind of like making those little animals. It's difficult, but yeah, it was worth doing. Over here we have the grizzly bears. Look at them, they're just, I don't know, I love this habitat, especially the tire that just brings out so much. And they've got their own little cave This one's kind of just roaring at you, so you come in and he's just roar. I love this little glass thing. It just kind of, I love the glass in this game. I really do. It's just really, I don't know, you can see through. It's like what glass is meant to be. In the default version, it's more like there's too many stripes coming across it and whatnot. And then over here we got the panda. There's actually a mob now, so I can actually break them and whatnot. And I can get rid of the sugar canes and put in bamboo. And if you're wondering how I actually put together this sugar cane, it's pretty simple. Just put water there and then to the side and it works. It doesn't matter if, see how the water's down there and whatnot, it just works that way and it's so much easier. And I've added in, since they are from China, these kind of cherry blossoms, just to give it that kind of, I don't know, what's that, like a cultural feeling to it, and I think that really just sparks it. So over here, there's no habitats along here, but this is Lemur Island, and this is something at Australia Zoo which I love, is that lemurs can just come down and they just play with you. I mean, despite their scary faces and whatnot, we've got a few around here, but they kind of just chill in here, little area where they feed and whatnot. But you got some up in the trees, you know, just kind of chilling. There's one up there. Yeah, I thought that was really cool, and it's, I guess technically they could jump out and run around, but these are trained lemurs, alright? So got some squid in there that's not meant to be there, but a little fountain just to give it that aesthetic feeling. And then over here, just another restaurant type thing. You can feed and whatnot, get your chow down. And then yeah, I'll keep showing. So we got the gorillas here with little faces on them. I thought that was really cool. One kind of like kind of staring you down, going, yeah, this is me. And one kind of just chilling here. And then over here we have our meerkats, which I thought was an amazing idea. Don't know why turtles are in here. Kind of sucks. But yeah, you got little holes in the ground and stuff, so they're kind of poking out like that one. I thought this was a really cool enclosure. And over here we have the ocelot, which is actually, if you guys didn't know, a real life wildcat type thing. And yeah, it's kind of just chilling in there, so that's pretty cool that we used like a live animal. Over here we got the black sun bear, just one of them, and he kind of chills in here. He comes out, visits the, you know, the, what would you call them, like the audience and whatnot, the guests. And then over here we have otters, kind of just chilling, playing around, you know. There's nothing we could, since they're really small animals, we didn't really want to like make them big. We got the tortoise, and this is probably like, honestly, the best animal that I've made. It just looks so realistic. Well, not realistic, but more like the actual animal, I guess. And it's got its own little hollow little part, water and whatnot. And then over here, this is pretty amazing. We go in here, we got the toilets and whatnot. There's more the souvenir shop, and then on either side is an enclosure, believe it or not. So we got the water where the tiger swims, and he can come in and visit the guests and whatnot. And over here we got the polar bear, who's also in here just kind of chilling around. And then we got up here, this is the second story where you can see the entire enclosure. So we got the tigers over there. There's two tigers, Bengal tigers, and then over here we got a polar bear kind of just roaring at you, showing his strength and whatnot. I'll show you each enclosure just so you guys get an idea what it's like and whatnot. So this is the tiger. There's nothing real too special, just a bunch of trees, grass, stuff, little spot where it can chill. And then over here, this is pretty cool. This little ice area, this kind of just worked so well with the area and whatnot. So we got 3 polar bears in. We got like a little icicles and whatnot that come down, little cave for them. I thought this was just an amazing enclosure, this one. I'm not gonna like put in any mobs in here. I think it's cool, like the blocks. Like, I think it's more like just the idea that I came up with to use animals as like blocks. Just turned out well, and I don't want to replace it with mobs and stuff. Just kind of ruins it for me and whatnot. Same with the polar bears. I don't really want to. The polar bears and the pandas. I don't want to really replace them and whatnot. But this is the zoo. This is probably one of the biggest zoos that have ever been created. And I could have got like that zoo pack where you have like all the lions and tigers and whatnot, like they're actually moving around, but that wasn't for me. I think I just wanted kind of do it this way, and I did this all before it even came out, so there was no point in me trying to change everything around. I kind of love how it's just like it's the OG and it's not changing. What I created here is, yeah, it's amazing. It's sticking forever. There's going to be a big thing in this world. So this world is actually Eagle Eye. That's what it's called. It's just something that I made when I was younger, and I'm like, okay, this is going to stick. Like, just that OG type feeling to it. And then over here, you know, the elevator or whatnot to go down the staff area. And that's the zoo, guys. So it is quite a big zoo, and there is a lot to explore and whatnot, and who knows, maybe later in the future we might expand on it, but for now that's gonna be it. And guys, I hope you guys all did enjoy the first episode of Eagle Eye. Like, this is such a big world, and there's so much more I've done, like aquariums, I've done celebrity houses and whatnot, Beverly Hills, you know, skyscrapers and stuff, a basketball stadium, you name it. Like, everything is taken seriously in this world, and the bigger the better, to be honest. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys all did enjoy, and guys, I'll see you in the next episode, hopefully.